Yeah, glitch the guarantee. E&E. Put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no brakes. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting misplaced. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I've been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy. When it's sick of me, I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, info cups of Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through transparency. Heard their self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn the page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Butcher boys, E&E, you in trouble, kid. At first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Flow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shine the king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more than measure. Shave the extras, that's business, starter fees. Street blues, what I talk, royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane non-stop. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they be harder. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pulled the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the VVS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
And y'all know y'all tapped in, tuned in to another episode of Real Talk Podcast. I'm about to come up here in a second. Tap in, walk with us. We bite with another show. You dig, on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. The sun is shining. Beautiful day, man. Truly beautiful day. What's good with everybody? How y'all doing, man? How you doing? How you feeling? We all woke up today. We've been awake ever since the Most High breathed the breath of life into us, man, and we here. It's a beautiful thing. We already won. We already got the victory and the glory. You did. I done sit up here and told y'all about this dude, Elon Musk, man. I do not trust Elon Musk. How many shows have I done breaking down who this guy is to y'all? How long have I been sitting up here talking to y'all about universal basic income, assigned employment? I'll keep telling y'all what's not even what's coming, what's here. It's here. It's not coming, it's here. It's not coming, it is here. I've been telling y'all what's going on, telling y'all what's happening, what it is, what it's going to be, what it do, what it is, and all of that. It says work will be optional. What do you mean work will be optional? What are we going to do to earn money to live? What does he mean working will be optional? As if we don't have to do it? We're not going to be required to do it? What exactly does that mean, people? Have you contemplated it? Have you thought about it? Is it something that you think about, thought about? Huh? How long I've been talking to y'all about this stuff? And I told y'all why I'm not telling you, do whatever you want to do, right? But I'm telling you why I don't trust Elon Musk. That's why the names of the show is not why we shouldn't trust Elon Musk, but why I don't trust Elon Musk. And he shouldn't be trusted, but it's up to you if you trust him or not. And here this guy is with this mess, right? Elon Musk, in the future, work will be optional and currency becomes irrelevant. AI will take every job and humans will be free to grow vegetables. Yeah, right. And this new system that's coming in, growing your own vegetables, is going to be deemed unsustainable. There's already ordinances in place right now all across America, especially in metropolitan areas where you don't, where you have to have certain permits and ordinances just to be able to have green spaces on your property. If they can't track and trace, it's not going to be permissible. Now, Elon Musk's been talking about this for quite some time, and I've been telling y'all that this dude is what he's all about. This is what Neuralink is all about, connecting us to this system. How are we going to earn money to live if we do not work, or if work becomes optional, meaning you can either do it or you don't? And this is where universal basic income and social credit systems come into play. I keep telling y'all, in this future system and society that we are being brought into, how and what you have access to will be determined on how you behave in society. How else would they determine, for one, who is eligible and gets universal basic income, or who has the ability to choose whether they want to work or not? And if you choose to not work, how is it that you're going to acquire the funds to fund your lifestyle and your living situation with you and your family if you have one? Right? And this is what Elon is all about. I keep telling y'all what's happening, what's going on in our country and around the world. It's already going on in China, as I have shown y'all numerous of times. The social credit system has already been in place in China for damn near 20 years. So if y'all think that with all this digital ID like they got going on in the UK and other European countries, especially those countries that are part of the European Union, which the United Kingdom is no longer, and if y'all think this ain't coming to America, What's wrong with y'all, man? Thinking this ain't coming to America. What? Y'all think this ain't coming here? Work will be optional for who? What you mean by that? Work will be optional. As if we're gonna have the option, we're gonna have the option to not work? If we shall so choose, what does that mean? What does that look like? What does that entail? Right? What does that mean, Elon? Social credit systems, universal basic income, assigned employment, assigned housing. That's where we're getting into, right? I've been telling y'all about this dude, Elon Musk, man. Tap in, walk with me. Y'all smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, and of course, share on your social media. I've been telling y'all about this dude, Elon Musk, man. And why he's in the position he is in and who exactly he is. More importantly, who he's not.
Say, like, in the long term, where will things end up? Long term, I don't know what long term is. Maybe it's...
He's saying long term he doesn't know, but he also saying that long term, according to him, is within the next 10 to 20 years. I've been sitting up here telling y'all about UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability. All of this stuff is all inclusive and related and connected to each other.
10, 20 years, something like that. For me, that's long term. My prediction is that work will be optional.
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 The first question that dude should have asked Elon is optional for who? And what do you mean by optional? Is work optional right now? Could be argued. For some people it is, for some people it isn't. It's about to be required for everybody though. The thing is, what is the work going to entail? What is going to be considered work? And what is going to be considered, and who is going to be considered to be able to say that it is optional? The first question this guy should have asked Elon Musk upon Musk saying work will be optional, well, who will it be optional to? Because it's not going to be optional for everybody, or is it? Let's go.
So
We'll take that.
yeah, I mean, it'll be like playing sports or a video game.
It'll be like playing sports or a video game. I keep telling y'all, all of this stuff is leading to the metaverse. I keep telling y'all to go watch that movie, Ready Player One, which oddly enough is based in my city of Columbus, Ohio. Y'all go watch the movie. It came out in 2018. It's called Ready Player One. It is set in the fastest growing city in the world, which is Columbus, Ohio, my hometown. And in the movie Ready Player One, there's an interactive, holographic, electronic, virtual, augmented reality construct called the Oasis, where you can digitally interact with people all over the world, and you can gain money, earn money within the metaverse or Oasis by engaging in fully submersed holographic augmented virtual reality games. In order for you to earn money to survive and live in the actual world, you will have to go to the digital world metaverse, Oasis, to earn and gain money. This is what Musk is alluding to when he's talking about it'll be like playing video games or sports gambling. Why y'all think sports gaming and sports betting and gambling has become so prominent and popular? Online gambling, online betting. Dan Patrick, what's happening, man? Why y'all think this stuff is being made so ready available to us nowadays? Is to desensitize us and preemptively program us to be able to fully integrate into the metaverse. Or like they say in Ready Player One, the Oasis. Let's go.
Or something like that. If you want to work, you know, in the same way, like you can go to the store and just buy some vegetables, or you could grow vegetables in your backyard. It's much harder to grow vegetables in your backyard, but some people still do it because they like growing vegetables. That will be what work is like, optional. My guess is, if you go out long enough, assuming there's a continued improvement in AI and robotics, which this seems likely, the money will stop being relevant at some point in the future. Currency.
Money will stop being. Listen, when he says money will stop being relevant, he means paper money. He means currency. He means legal tender. He means coin, cash. That's what he means. So how are we going to be earning our money? Think about this, man. This is something we need to be really talking about, looking at and discussing and analyzing and doing our due diligence on. How are you going to earn a living? If, for one, if work is optional, meaning you don't have to do it if you don't want to, how, therefore, are you going to earn money to support your life, your living? Who and how is it going to be determined who gets it and how they get universal basic income? Who is this going to be optional to? All of us? And if there's no more paper money, how are we going to be able to purchase the things we need? Digital currency, much like what we're doing now. See, cash isn't completely obsolete now. We can still use it. But when cash becomes obsolete, it's not that they're going to get rid of the money or make it, it's not like they're going to get rid of it. They'll eventually stop printing it so as to take it out of circulation. But they're just going to make it more increasingly difficult to make purchases with money. Do you understand the difference? My man, Dan Patrick said, that's right, dog. They're preparing us for the digital world. Remember the music artist Jamiroquai saying virtual insanity. Yeah. I've been telling y'all about this stuff, man. How are we going to earn funds, and what type of funds are we going to be earning? Digital, wireless currency through universal basic income. So when we're talking about universal basic income, what is going to determine who gets universal basic income, and what level of universal basic income are you going to get? Because remember, I said we're coming into this social credit system where what you allow to have access to, where you live, how much you're able to earn is going to depend on how you behave in society. Listen to this dude, man.
It becomes irrelevant. But AI and humanoid robots will.
See, he just said it. Paper, money, the money we all used to using all around the world is going to become irrelevant.
Will actually eliminate poverty.
Talking about it's going to eliminate poverty. Well, what's poverty? Right? In a lot of places around the world, and to some extent included right here in America, poverty, being poor, is going to be made illegal. It's going to be illegal to be poor, illegal to be homeless. What is the remedy and recourse for people who are homeless, who are jobless, who just choose to live off the grid? There's not going to be any more living off the grid. Everyone will be tracked and traced through Neuralink technology, human brain computer interfacing, where you'll be implanted with some type of chip, digital ID, where you can be tracked and traced. Therefore, your behavior will be able to be tracked and traced, because there's going to be surveillance everywhere. We're all going to have these, or they're talking about getting rid of these. This is Elon Musk. I did a show on it. They're talking about getting rid of these phones and giving us all AI agents via the Neuralink in our brains connected through Starlink, his internet service provider. So what's really going on here, man? I keep telling y'all the smart grid is now here. The robot army is now. Look at Elon Musk. He owns Tesla. They got Tesla bots. His is called Optimus. I'm about to do a pre-recorded video on a company that is just put on the market their $20,000 AI-powered home-assisted robots. I keep telling y'all what's about to come our way, man. Not what's on the way, what's here. And while we've been distracted with all this other mess, this is what's happening. And they're selling it to us like it's cool, like it's going to help us, like it's going to enhance us, like it's going to make us better. And it is the very system that is going to enslave us electronically, digitally, holographically, virtually, augmented in these digital spaces known as the metaverse, or like in Ready Player One, the Oasis. Listen to this dude, Musk. Man, I don't trust this dude, man. You got to have a relationship with the Most High, man, to have a full understanding, man, with the gift of the sight, who Elon Musk is and what he's here to do. And I keep telling y'all that Trump is the president that's going to bring in the smart grid. I keep telling you, I've been telling y'all that. I've been telling y'all for years, since Trump's first presidency, with who he's connected to, who his family is connected with, specifically the Musk family. The Musk family and the Trump family is tightly close-knit. Right? Donald Trump is going to be the president that brings in the smart grid. And he's going to use his homeboy, longtime business partner, Elon Musk, to do it. That's why there was that fake-ass beef created between them and him stepping down like he was ever the leader of it, right? Of the what's it called? The General Commissions, whatever that shit is called that he was a part of. That new branch, the new governmental agency that Trump just created. I can't remember the name of it right now. I did a show on it. Right. My man Dan Patrick said exactly, Virgil. MAGA is AI, also artificial intelligence. It's meant for them and not for us. And that's and let me correct you right there. Oh, it's meant for us. It's absolutely meant for us, but not in the way that it's going to be meant for them. But we're all still going to be connected to the same system, which means everybody's going to be a slave to this system, no matter what level or what tier you're on. Listen to this dude, man.
And Tesla won't be the only one that makes them. I think Tesla will pioneer this, but
he said he just pay attention to when this dude. Tesla will not be the only company making these AI-powered robots. And I keep telling y'all that UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability, being spearheaded by your homeboy Ray Kurzweil from out of Google Alphabet, the chief futurist. He's talking about the singularity where artificial intelligence technology is going to combine with human DNA and biology. This is called the singularity. This is what UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability is all about. It's about human biology and physiology merging with unintelligent artificial intelligence, robot technology. Much like Skynet from the Terminator movies. And Elon Musk, along with other companies like OpenAI, DARPA, Boston Dynamics, Tesla, and all other type of companies that are pioneering doing R&D into robotics and artificial intelligence technology and the combining of the two. You need smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share, social media. Let's go.
But there will be many other companies that make humanoid robots. But there is only basically one way to make everyone wealthy, and that is AI and robotics.
There's only one way to make everybody wealthy, and that's through AI and robotics. But he doesn't explain how that's going to make us wealthy. How is what I just said. Joining human DNA biology with unintelligent artificial intelligence technology. That's the singularity right there. That's what Ray Kurzweil always talking about. Y'all go do y'all. I done told y'all who Ray Kurzweil is from Google. Like I said, they call him the chief futurist. He's the chief futurist officer. Ray Kurzweil. I told y'all about these technocrats. They ain't got it good for us, man.
Say, like, in the long term, where will things end up?
Right? This is what's happening, y'all. Now, like I keep saying, y'all, what is going to determine, right? Who is going to determine what governmental agency or body is going to determine, for one, who is this optional to? And if they opt out to not work, how are they then going to be able to gain financial resources to support their life and their living, that of them and their families? How? Right? How? We're going to do this right here, man, because we're going to box cleverly, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, and, of course, share on your social engineering, man. I've been telling y'all about this stuff, man. And while we're sitting here being distracted with a whole bunch of mess, man, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. Right? We're going to play the image on put the image on the screen, and we're going to play the audio from my phone. Like I said, we got to box cleverly out here, man. You know? Listen to this guy, man. Told y'all, man, I don't trust Elon Musk, man, at all. You know, he parades himself around the world like he's just this cool, hip, billionaire, techie guy, philanthropist. He think he the real life Tony Starks. But what did Tony Starks do? What was his company? It was a armaments ballistics company that made super high-techy weapons of war that got in the hands of people who just shouldn't even have had it. Right? Let's go.
This is day one of my husband starting trading.
Crazy, right?
And starting with $20.
It's almost 2020.
Your backyard. It's much harder to grow vegetables in your backyard, but some people still do it because they like growing vegetables.
The whole thing about growing vegetables in your backyard, which is going to be made illegal because it's not sustainable. They can't track and trace that because they won't be able to track and trace what you're buying at the store. Understand why this is going to be made illegal, and already has to a large extent all across America and in other countries. Don't y'all know that some cities and some states in America, they have ordinances to where you can't grow a certain amount of food on your property. You can't have certain levels of irrigation on your property. Don't y'all understand that that's why these farmers in rural America are being swindled out of their lands, out of their property? Because companies like Monsanto is sending their trucks down the highway with their ghost seeds, spraying onto these people's property, infecting their crops with their genetically enhanced seeds. So when the people come and check the groceries, check the produce to see if it's able to go on the market, the USDA and the FDA, and they test genetic test and see that, hold on, you got Monsanto DNA-based products. Y'all got to understand what's going on, man. Y'all have to understand what's going on with this. I do not trust Elon Musk. Flat out.
That will be what work is like, optional. If you go out long enough, assuming there's a continued improvement in AI and robotics, which seems likely, the money will stop being relevant at some point in the future.
All right, Charles, so your show is going to be called Growing Vegetables, Not Making Money, because it'll be irrelevant. But I think he's making the point that the productivity is going to go up so much in, traditional areas of life that you're going to kind of have to invent new ways to either entertain yourself or entertain others. What do you think about that?
The futurists who've been calling for this for, decades and decades and decades have always said, use this kind of line. And I think it was Isaac Asimov or maybe or Clark, one of them I read years ago said that this is going to be an amazing period because we will be free to do things like use more, I think what do we use, 5% of our brain, they say, or something, to learn how to use a greater portion of our brain. But, I think.
And that's the trick, like I just said to y'all, like I've been saying to y'all, they're going to try to convince us, manipulate us, trick us, swindle us into making us think that this technology is going to help us, enhance us, upgrade us, make us better. Because they've been telling us this bullshit lie that we only use 5% to 10%, maybe even 11%, the smartest of us, of our brain's actual ability, which is true on a realistic reality level. This is why we being inundated with so much distraction, because our true potential that we have with our ability with our brains, it's not that we don't use it, or it's not that we can't use it, we don't use it because we're being tricked into not doing it. And you have to understand that. I keep telling y'all, in order for y'all to over, inner, outer, extra stand what is going on, you must over, inner, outer, extra stand the nature of the very reality we are dealing with, interacting with, and engaging with. And the sad part about it is the majority of us, overwhelmingly mass majority of us, absolutely do not. But Elon Musk does, and a lot of other people, they understand the nature of this reality, and they're using it to manipulate us and to keep buying into it instead of breaking free like we are designed to do. Right? And by tricking us into thinking that we only have the ability to use at the most 10, 11% of our brain power, when the very D-Wave quantum computers that they're making right now are based off of them digitally, holographically mapping out our brains. Not even considering, or should I say, not fully even understanding over, inner, outer, extra standing that just because we have a brain doesn't have anything to do with our minds. Understand that. And this is what they want. They want control of our minds. They already got pretty good control of our brains. They can trick us into thinking that we like stuff we really don't like, that we want stuff that we really don't want, and that we need stuff that we absolutely don't really even need. So where our brains are pretty much under lock and key, but it's our minds that they want. And understand the difference between your brain and your mind. Right? Let's go.
These guys forget about is we don't work just for money, right? So right. There's we like to do things. We want to make things. We want to create things. We want to do things for others. It's not. We don't all want to sit around playing video games, but this.
We don't want to all sit around making video games. I keep telling y'all, watch Ready Player One. This is how we're going to be made to earn money credits in a social credit system, coupled with a fully submersive, immersive, digital, electronic, holographic, virtual, augmented reality construct known as the metaverse, or in Ready Player One, the Oasis. Why you think all these virtual reality games and fully interactive games like Minecraft, like Roblox, like Sims, like Fortnite, all these fully interactive games like Call of Duty, and all those games you can play online where you are engaging with people from all over the world. This is how it's going to be made to get our money. You're going to have to go to the metaverse and work, play games, gamble digitally, holographically, virtually, augmented reality. That's why I keep telling y'all, please go watch Ready Player One. If y'all want to get a good depiction of what Musk is talking about when he's talking about work will become optional, he's talking about creating a holographic virtual construct, a holographic virtual augmented construct where everybody can interact via Neuralink, chips in the brain, which connect us to the internet, the World Wide Web, unintelligent artificial intelligence, where we can digitally, electronically, holographically, virtually, augmentedly interact and engage with each other. This is another reason why UN Agenda 2030 for Global Sustainability is pushing gender identity, freedom, gender identity, fluidity. Because when you're engaging in a holographic, virtual, augmented, electronic reality like the metaverse, how are you going to determine the gender of somebody that you're playing Roblox with, that you're playing any type of gambling game with, any type of sports game with, way across the other side of the world? How are you going to be able to tell that? This is why I tell y'all to watch Ready Player One, because what y'all going to see that this aspect of it is brought into reality, because when they all click up in the movie, you'll see that one of the people who's the gamer, you would think that this guy is a male in the Oasis, but in actuality, in real life, the person is a woman portraying a very masculine male, assumed to be character. And this is why they're pushing the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda, along with the gender fluidity committee agenda, to desensitize us, preemptively program us to be living in a society where there is no gender. Do y'all understand this, man? This is what this whole transgender movement is about. It's about confusing people about their gender so they will be used to living in the reality, virtual reality of the metaverse where gender doesn't exist. Why do you think they're doing all this gender bender agenda and ideology being imposed upon us? Specifically our kids. Look at how our children are being persuaded, manipulated into gaming, online gaming. We got Twitch. We got all this streaming stuff where they're playing games all hours of the day. You got your boy Kai Cenat who's spearheading this, getting all these kids into streaming to where they're living their lives vicariously through people like Kai Cenat online digitally, getting them psychologically, preemptively prepared for the metaverse. I've been telling y'all about this stuff, man. And that's what he means when he says people don't want to play video games. Go watch that movie Ready Player One, man. This is what it's all about, y'all. And this is the nature of the beast. Nobody will work. You won't own anything. You'll have assigned housing, assigned employment. All of this will be determined where you live, where you work, how much you're able to earn, what type of resources you have access to will all be determined on your behavior and how you acquiesce to the rules of society via the metaverse. Because everybody will be made to interact and engage in the metaverse. Humans have proved to be very unworthy, very untrusting. We rob each other. We unalive each other. We scam each other. We scam the government. We have all these negative influences who are manipulating the children into, right? Y'all got to understand where all this is leading to. Let's go.
The way they're looking at the future, it's got to be more optimistic than this. If you think this is a good sales pitch, he's wrong. It's like it's the worst sales pitch.
And see, that's the thing about it, y'all. It's not a sales pitch. It's coming off as such because Elon Musk is a businessman who owns several successful businesses, all in tech, specifically human brain computer interfacing. time travel, right? And space travel. That's what Musk is into with his businesses. So y'all got to understand where this is going, man. Right? Let's go.
In the world, because people want to have a reason to live. You know, one of my favorite Twilight Zone episodes has this guy gets a computer and it starts doing all the work, and he starts firing people, and everyone's like, there's dignity in work. He's like, no, I'm trying to make money. Finally, one big computer robot comes in and fires him. He's at the bar. There's dignity in work, you know, and that's what it is. Right. And this is where we're going to have some issues in the transition to this period. You know, for all the jobs they say will ultimately create, we're going to lose a lot of jobs first. And what's going to happen with those people? I always worry. So
what's going to happen to us regular folk who work at our regular jobs? What happens when your industry that you work in right now becomes fully automated and human use is no longer needed? If you work in the retail industry, if you work in the service industry, customer service specifically, if you work in the medical industry, if you work in manufacturing, like how most of us do, like how I do, manufacturing is going to be one of the last ones to go. Because when it comes to manufacturing, in order to have robots doing the certain type of jobs that us humans do, they're going to have to pay attention to what I'm saying right now. This is why Elon Musk has robots like Optimus. That's why these humanoid androids by these different companies like Boston Dynamics, Tesla, OpenAI. This is why all these other companies are doing R&D into basically mimicking. I keep telling y'all the unintelligent artificial intelligence cannot create. It can only mimic, copy. This is why all these robotics firms are doing research and development with the help of AI to mimic our body structure, to mimic how our biology works, our physiology, our muscles, our ligaments, our tendons. They're creating artificial muscle tissue with 3D image printing and artificial intelligence technology. I've done shows on this. They got companies that are making AI-powered synthetic human muscle structure. They're going to make the only way a robot will be able to do my job is if he can think like me, if he can move like me, be agile, quick thinking, Johnny on the spot, be able to assess a situation and physically do a job. You know how advanced a humanoid robot would have to be to do my job? So like I say, manufacturing is going to be one of the last. You would think that manufacturing, and when I'm talking about manufacturing, I'm talking about jobs that do with the structure of the infrastructure. I'm talking about like steel. And even then, they got robots helping out with that now, but there's still jobs that they absolutely need humans to do. Like at my job, we have the help and the assistance of robots, but they need us there. But some of the first industries that's going to be completely automated ASAP off top, the retail industry, the food service industry, the medical industry, the trucking, logistics, driving industry, right? The entertainment industry, as we see with and I'm doing a show on that, the AI artists with Timberland spearheading that movement. The absolute last industry that would be fully automated, I mean, no human use whatsoever, will be the manufacturing industry. That's why so much manufacturing here now. Why do you think they're letting all these illegals in? Why do you think all these companies is coming back to America to build their factories? Because this right here in America is where all the manufacturing will be being done with the assistance of unintelligent artificial intelligence and very advanced humanoid robots. This is where all the manufacturing for the whole global structure will mostly be done right here in America. That's why you got all these companies coming back to America. Google, Intel, Amazon, all these big tech companies, all coming here to America. All this construction you see going across the country, these big ass plants, big campuses, hundreds and thousands of acres being built all across America. who is going to work in these facilities. How's it going to be determined who can work in these facilities? What are going to be the requirements for you to be able to work in these facilities? This is why they're pushing everybody to get into tech and IT. What is going to happen to the people who haven't took the proper training or aren't knowledgeable enough or skilled enough to work in certain areas? This is why they say it's going to be optional for you to work. Okay, so if you opt out of working because you've been pushed out of the workforce because you're either aged out or two, you just don't have the knowledge or the skills to do the job, how are you going to earn money to live, survive in this system? This is where universal basic income comes in. This is where assigned employment comes in, assigned housing, social credit systems. Because like I said, what you earn, what you're able to earn, where you live, where you work, what resources that you have access to will all be determined on how you behave. What's your social credit score? I keep telling y'all about this TV show, right, on Netflix. This specific episode at that. On Netflix. Right? Netflix. Season 3. Right? Episode 1. Nosedive. I've been telling y'all go watch this, man. Y'all need to go watch this, man. Netflix, Black Mirror, Season 3, Episode number 1 is called Nosedive, which is depicting the very society that I was just talking about when it comes to the social credit system, and how you behaving in society will determine what you have access to, where you can work, where you can live, how much will you earn, what resources you got access to. Everybody is going to be judging everybody, and how you are judged from the rest of us is going to determine all of that. This is why we have been inundated with so many different versions of social media, aka social engineering, because it is social engineering. It's engineering society on a global scale to get used to being judged, critiqued by each other. You see, they getting us to police each other. And we don't even understand how it's being done, let alone why. And through social media, social engineering, we're being desensitized and preemptively programmed to judge each other. And out of the judgment will become social credit scores. Because how the rest of society deems us, critiques us, is going to determine what we're allowed to do in society. I suggest y'all go watch Netflix, click on Black Mirror, go to Season 3, Episode 1, and watch Nosedive to get a good depiction, understanding of what type of society that we about to be living in. In this episode, all of these things determine everything I just said. You have to have a certain you have to have a certain social credit score you have to have a certain credit score in order to work at a certain place. You have to have a certain social credit score in order to earn a certain type of level of income. You have to have a certain social credit score depending on where you're going to live at, what you're going to have access to as far as transportation. Go watch this episode if y'all want to get a good idea where this is leading to. What you think your social credit score would be if what you were allowed to do in society, where you were allowed to live in society, how much money you are able to earn in society was all determined off of your social media presence or lack thereof, what would be your social credit score? That's a question I'm asking you in the audience right now. Based off of your social media presence alone, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, Snapchat, Rumble, Discord, all these platforms that's out there. If the powers that be have access to all of that, and they have the ability, or what you allowed to do in society was based off of all of that, what do you think your social credit score would be? And they was ranking it on a scale of 1 to 10. What you think your social credit score would be? I know mine's would be probably low as shit. And this is what's going to be used to determine who is the people who can potentially decide not to work. Because we understand if you don't meet certain requirements, if you don't have certain skill sets to work in these new AI-powered industries, how are you going to be able to determine, how are you going to be able to make a living for yourself and your family? This is why they're saying work will be optional. Okay, you don't want to work because you don't have the skills or the knowledge or the experience. What is going to determine where you live, how you live, what you make, how much you make, where you work, what you have access to, your social credit score, just like in China right now. Don't y'all know it's people in China right now who can't ride the bus, the subway, buy airplane tickets, live in certain neighborhoods? They got a curfew. They have limited access to resources like healthcare, educational resources like improving their work experience and knowledge so they can get a job that they can provide themselves with a comfortable living. Don't y'all know that that's going on in China and been going on in China for the past 15, damn near 20 years? And if y'all think that stuff ain't coming this way, something wrong with y'all. Something wrong with y'all if y'all think that, man. Let's go. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on the social engineer. We are monetized over here at A Real Talk Podcast. Y'all need to support platforms like this, talking about the real, man, the real stuff that's really affecting us. Ain't too many people looking like me talking about this. All right, bless that cash out, hit that super chat. Like I said, we monetize, hit that super chat, super thanks, super gift, super like, right? You know, rest of the essence to my brother Sinful to P. A whole lot of ones beat a whole lot of nuns. You know? Yeah, man. Y'all got to support this type of content. Black male media, black male content. Send up here, bringing y'all the raw, breaking this stuff down, making y'all privy to this stuff. How many of y'all would like to live in a society like that? And I'm looking for y'all to answer my question. Put a number 11 in the chat. Put a number 11 in the comment section. If you would like to live in a society where everything you allowed to do, all the stuff you allowed to have access to regarding the resources and income, if all of that was determined off of your social media presence, how many of y'all would want to live in a society like that? Put a number 11 in the chat if you would like to live in a society like that. Mm-hmm. Think about your social media presence, family. Think about what all social media you interact with and engage with on a daily basis. Really sit and think about it. Think about the things you post on Facebook, the things you post on Instagram, the things you post on X, the things you post on TikTok. Think about all of that. If what you were allowed to do, where you allowed to live, where you allowed to work, how much you was allowed to earn was based off of all of those things combined, what would your credit score be? What would your social credit score be on a scale of 1 to 10, do you think? And this is the type of things that we got to start contemplating. This is the things that I truly encourage y'all to start thinking about. Because, prime example, the brick lady, right? Y'all see what happened with brick lady? She lied about getting hit in the face with a brick. They gave her a 10-year social media ban. That means she can't post nothing. She can't comment on nothing. She can't try to create no alternate pages. They got all her emails. They got all digital links to her. They know and have access to. So if she was to ever try to do anything, they will find out, which would be a violation of her, right? Probation agreement. We're gonna start seeing a lot more cases like her. What's her name? Rhoda Osman. Rhoda's just the first of many. Trust me. And this is what I'll be talking to y'all about when I talk to y'all about UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability. When I talk to y'all about HR 1955, the Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorist Prevention Act. Y'all have to be able to see how all this stuff fits together. Right? Let's go.
Can I throw Jensen Wong's? He's got a different kind of take on this. Okay, he says if your life becomes more productive and if the things that you're doing with great difficulty become simpler, it's very likely because you have so many ideas, you'll have more time to go pursue these things. He says it's my guess Elon will be busier as a result of AI. I'll be busier as a result of AI. So it's a
see, this is what I'm saying. They're trying to sell it to us, y'all. Like it's going to enhance us. Like it's going to upgrade us. Like it's going to increase us. Like it's going to make us better. And it's not. And if you have the foresight to understand this, you know that it's not. It's merely going to be the upgraded version of a self-imposed prison. They're just going to make it comfortable. And we already being made to think it's cool with the video games. Oh, I could go play NBA 2K. I could go play Call of Duty. I could go play Fortnite with people from all over the world. I could become a streamer like Kai Cenat or Duke Dennis or Aiden Ross or Neon or whoever the new people is out there in the streaming world. Making all kids think that they can be a Kai Cenat when they absolutely cannot. Speaking of video games, in Ready Player One, augmented reality, deep, submersive, immersive technology, there's also an episode on Black Mirror that I think y'all should go check out, because this is how we have been desensitized and preemptively programmed for the metaverse with gaming, online gaming, and online gambling. With stuff like OnlyFans, poor Kaya, poor Cooking with Kaya, got exposed to some degree on social media, social engineering. She did take advantage of her 15 minutes of fame, and she has been resorted to using her sexuality way more than what she was in the first place to sell her content, to provide a living for herself. I want y'all to pay attention to that. There's an episode on Black Mirror, right, that I want y'all to go check out as well. There's an episode on Black Mirror that I want y'all to go check out. It got y'all's boy Daniel Asuya, or whatever his name is, right? Dude right here from Get Out and all that shit, right? I want y'all to go watch this episode the Black Mirror. Because this episode of Black Mirror entails a lot of what I'll be talking about to y'all when I talk about assigned housing, when I talk about assigned employment, when I talk about the metaverse, right? Y'all need to go watch this episode called 15 Million Merits. Also, how through social engineering, social media, in order to have any success or to gain success within this new social media, digital, fully submersive, immersive, holographic realities we're about to be interacting and engaging with each other through, specifically in the entertainment industry with these AI artisans, such as the like, especially when it comes to y'all chicks, right? In order for y'all to maintain y'all's popularity, y'all's notoriety, you're going to have to be resorted to sexual deviancy and exploitation of your sexuality holographically, digitally, electronically, augmentedly, virtually. And I want y'all to go watch that episode called 15 Million Merits. Also in this episode is going to show where you have to play video games, interact in playing video games in order to create a situation that you can make money to be able to live in this society just being depicted in this episode on Black Mirror, which is a society where we live in assigned housing and we have assigned employment. And if you opt out of assigned employment, you have to go hop on the bikes and play video games to earn merits. Also, they have within this episode a fully interactive, such of a talent show that's going to put you in the mind frame of America's Got Talent, American Idol, Britain's Got Talent, Australia's Got Talent. All these shows where you can just be regular people and through your talents, whatever they may be, you can earn money by popularity, being judged by others. Y'all see how they desensitize and preemptively program us for that? With being able to pick up your phone and voting for Fantasia or voting for Ruben or voting for whoever, Jennifer Hudson, what's the country girl's name? Right? Carrie Underwood. Y'all seeing or y'all connecting the dots on how we already been preemptively programmed for this stuff, judging each other, what we allowed to do, what we allowed to have access to, our level of success or lack thereof is going to be determined off of our peers. See, they're going to use us to police us so they don't have to do it. But in the event where we fail to police each other, they're going to have the metaverse. They're going to have these surveillance systems, these super advanced surveillance systems that are going to be designed to track and trace us, just like they was talking about during Shmoment Slight Team. I want y'all to go watch 15 Million Merits, man. 15 Million Merits, Nosedive. Those are two of the episodes pertaining to today's topic specifically that y'all should go watch on Netflix. Y'all all got Netflix accounts. Go watch Black Mirror. Go watch episode Nosedive and 15 Million Merits. And when y'all watch it, y'all be like, oh, damn, this is what Virgil is talking about. And y'all can see how our side is pretty much geared towards that already. My prime example was Cooking with Kaya. Instead of her capitalizing off of her chefing skills and coming up with some type of other content that incorporated that and not focusing on her sexuality, she's been exposed for putting on the facade, or not so much as putting on a facade, but she didn't tell us all about who she was. But if you're a real one like me, you can tell. This is what happens when y'all girls get tricked and y'all can use y'all sexuality, no matter if it's in a mild way or an extreme way, no matter if it's in a palatable way or a distasteful way, using your sexuality to provide a financial living for yourself is always going to come with a task. It's always something you're going to end up having to do to get more money or to be able to continue to do what you do, to be able to rise up, to be able to elevate in that industry using your sexuality. You're going to always end up having to do something strange. Just like I tell the strippers back in the day, or any girl that aspired to be a stripper, it's only so long that you're going to be able to work in a strip club busting it open before a guy come in there and give you an offer you won't want to refuse. You can't refuse until you get that one offer that you might think about not refusing. And once everybody find out you ain't clapping cheeks, once everybody find out you ain't trying to get smashed, you'll see how dudes in the strip club will stop tipping you. They'll stop making it rain on you. When you come up and dance, nobody will tip you because they're like, oh, yeah, she ain't fucking. This is why being made to be prostitutes and monetize our sexuality is being so much promoted on the internet. And what I tell y'all about the internet, ideologically based violence, HR 1955 is all incorporated. The use, planned use of use, the planned use or threatened use of force or violence. My man Dave Patrick said, hey, brother, have you ever seen a porta potty party before? Yeah, that shit is disgusting, man. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah. Y'all chicks are going to have to be resorted to do the most demeaning, degrading, dehumanizing acts just to maintain y'all's level of popularity and notoriety or the financial ability to provide for you. Notice how Cooking with Kaya, she's starting to bust it open. She's wearing less clothes now, showing more skin. I wouldn't be surprised if she on OnlyFans. Y'all see where I'm going with this? And watch 15 Million Merits, because this girl could sing. And she was participating in a competition much like American Idol. What she didn't realize or she didn't know or understand was in order for her to rise up, she had to keep doing what the people liked. She had to do what soothed the crowd, the masses who were voting for her. So she didn't have to go get on this goddamn bike for her living. And what did she end up having to do? She ended up having to do something strange. Her singing just wasn't enough. And I'm going to tell y'all ladies, especially in this society that we're coming into, y'all sexuality is going to be fully digitized, marketed, right, and commoditized. Meaning prostitution will be made legal. That's why all this imagery and all this content y'all see on the internet right now, most of these chicks is basically selling their box digitally. OnlyFans, ghetto gaggers, Instagram, getting flued out, right? All these 20 versus 1 and 1 versus 20 and all these dumb shows. Y'all got to understand how all this stuff fits together, man. Right? I'm about to drop the link, man. Let's finish listening to this.
Different. It's like the work will be there. It's going to be different stuff.
Yes, exactly. And I think, Charles, you and I have talked about this, right? 100 years ago, being a news anchor wasn't a job, right? Until you got a TV and understood what news was, then this became a job. So I sort of liken it to that, where AI will hopefully allow us to do jobs in the future that right now we can't yet imagine. Because
no. Certain industries will no longer need humans at all. That's what all these damn robocalls is about right now. You be getting all these random calls all day. It's not even your people calling you no more. Notice we don't even talk to each other on the phone that much nowadays. We send each other text messages. We jump in each other's DMs on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. We don't even just pick up the phone and just call each other no more. And this is why I tell y'all ladies, y'all, man, listen, man. Y'all better get it out through y'all's head and figure this out. Get on a man's program and follow his leadership, because you're going to need that protection in more ways than one. I keep telling y'all to watch The Handmaid's Tale. What if it becomes illegal to be a single woman? What if it becomes illegal to not be married? Y'all better pay attention to what's going on, man. Anybody want to come up, ask me a question, add to the content? Maybe you know something about this that we haven't talked about. Tap in. Hit the link. Come up on the panel. Spit your game. Talk your ish. You did? Why y'all think all this sexual imagery is being pushed on the internet? We're being over-sexualized for a reason. Right? They want to confuse us about our sexuality, confuse us about our gender identities. So we grow up in a society where we don't have any genders, or there's no limitations on sex because we don't have sex by normal human means anymore. Y'all remember in the movie The Demolition Man? I did a show on this, where Sylvester Stallone character and Sandra Bullock's character had asked him to come over to her house so they can have sex. And when he thought he was about to get some cheeks, but she sent over there, put a damn Neuralink, human brain computer interface technology device on his head, where they could sync and link with each other electronically, brains connected, and they think about having sex. You see your body, your brain doesn't respond, or should I say your brain responds to sex in the same way, whether you're asleep, whether you're awake, whether you're actually having sex, whether you're dreaming about having sex, whether you're sitting at work or at home or in school, whatever, and you're thinking about having sex, your brain reacts in the same way. That's why you can go to sleep at night and have a dream about smashing that chick you always wanted to smash, and you wake up with your Johnson stuck to your leg. You don't have to actually be engaging in sex, right, for your brain to respond in a way of that you are actually having sex. This is where wet dreams come from. Right? And they've digitized this. They've commoditized this. This is why they're talking about sex robots. This is why you're seeing sex robots on the market now. This is why you're seeing sexually geared technology being powered by unintelligent artificial intelligence and being able to be synced and linked to the internet. Sex toys like the Rose. You go on Facebook and you see these machines that are made with all type of fake synthetic human skin rubber and plastics that you can put on your Johnson. Huh? This is why we're being confused about our sexuality and our gender. So we can be used to being in a society where there is no gender. There is no limits on sexuality. We don't no longer have to have sex physically to engage with each other sexually. Do you understand that? Watch The Demolition Man and go back to that scene when Sandra Bullock and Sylvester Stallone's characters had sex with each other. They didn't physically engage with each other at first. He didn't insert himself into her at first. They had sex digitally, holographically, through human brain computer interfacing. Not wet dreams and hoes in your bed. I've been telling y'all about this stuff, man. Just like you don't need your eyes to see something, you don't need to engage in actual physical sex in order to have sex. You can dream about having sex. When you dream about smashing a chick, you're not actually physically sticking your pipe up in her. You're only thinking about it, but your body responds in the same way. Whether you're asleep, whether you're conscious, whether you're actually doing it, whether you're just thinking about it. Your body responds in the same way, which is why when you think about a guy who you really like and turns you on physically and sexually, your coochie get wet. He ain't got to be playing with your coochie. You ain't got to be playing with your coochie. He doesn't even have to be in the same city or state of you. But if you think about that, you will get sexually aroused. Go watch 15 Million Merits on Netflix and Black Mirror. Go watch Nosedive, Black Mirror. Go watch these 2 episodes so you can get a real good depiction of the society that Elon Musk is talking about. Let's go.
It will be just the way ours was and didn't exist a couple hundred years ago. I hear you on that, but what's scary to me about what Elon said is this idea of work becoming optional. Because I know a lot of people who will choose the option of not working over working, and if money becomes obsolete,
we've been desensitized and preemptively programmed for this, y'all. During the pandemic, the whole world, more than half of the whole world, was told to not go to work. More than half of the world was already getting a universal basic income with the stimulus payments, with unemployment. I know I got unemployment. That was the litmus test right there. That was the social study right there. That was the group study, man. That was the beta test. Y'all have to see how all this stuff fits together. And like she's about to get into, a lot of people are going to opt to not work. Listen here, if you have the ability to not work and still have your housing provided for you, think about what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. You opt out of working. I don't want to work anymore. Okay, so what are you going to do to earn a living for yourself? This is where universal basic income comes in. This is where you're going to have to hop on a goddamn treadmill bike and play video games all day with the hopes of earning money by playing the video games, or with gambling, or with these popularity contests like American Idol, like Pop the Balloon and such of the like, where you're going to have to use your talents to get you in the door, but in order to stay and gain and increase in popularity, the more dehumanizing shit you're going to have to do that ain't got nothing to do with your gift and your talent. Because when we look at females, we don't care about y'all talent. At the end of the day, we care about if and when we can have sex with y'all. And that's what's going to determine how y'all females are able to survive in this type of society. This is why it's being so popularized, normalized for y'all to exploit yourselves sexually, selling y'all sexuality in all ways possible, even digitally, electronically, holographically, OnlyFans, thirst trapping online, right? The prime example I will always use is Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya is a like or share away from busting it open on OnlyFans if she's not doing it already. Because once you start using your sexuality to make financial, once you start using your sexuality as a means of gaining financial success, or to provide for yourself financially, you're going to understand, or you're going to end up coming to the realization that in order for you to get more successful using your sexuality to provide for your financial situation, the more freakier, nastier shit you're going to have to do. Just like a lot of chicks is finding out, oh, I used to be able to just show my feet online. Nah. Everybody can't do that. Everybody ain't gonna be able to get online and make money off of their feet. It's a lot of chicks right now on OnlyFans showing their feet. They ain't making no damn money. You want to know who the chicks on OnlyFans is that's making money? You want to know the chicks that's on OnlyFans making money? Chicks on there busting it open, doing the most nasty, defiling, degrading, dehumanizing shit. You want to know who making money off their sexuality? All them girls on Instagram with them BBLs and them flat stomachs and them snatched ass bodies and stuff, getting flown out to Dubai to get shitted and pissed on for thousands of dollars, tens of, $40,000, and then want to stone the rest of us like y'all just living this extravagant lifestyle. No skills, no experience, no accomplishments. How are you providing this luxurious lifestyle? And the fact that a lot of y'all can't see through that is crazy. When I first came home in 2016, I was seeing all that stuff on social media. I was like, hold on, man. No, the only way you can afford this type of lifestyle is if you're doing something illegal. And this is why the whole scamming culture has been inundated upon us through the internet and social media as well. You'll have to be able to see how all this stuff fits together, man. Right? You'll have to be able to see how all this stuff fits together. What the hell, man? Let's see if I can find that little clip I just listened to before we get up out of here. I've been telling y'all about this stuff, man. And I'm not letting up. I'm telling y'all about this stuff. Elon Musk is all on board with this. Oh, gee, what's happening, man? Right? Y'all got to understand where this is going, y'all. Y'all got to understand where this is going and what our role is in it. They don't need or want a lot of humans, especially ones that don't qualify or who don't have the experience or skills. They're going to put us on universal basic income, welfare, which we've been very desensitized to, specifically us black folks. So we're already used to depending on the government. They just did a beta test run with the SNAP EBT to see how dependent you guys are on the government. When we should have said, you know what, get rid of EBT so we can get America back to work again. But see, look at the trick bag. We get America back to work, but where they're going to be working? In these facilities. And if you ain't got the skills to pay the bills, you're going to be on universal basic income. How much universal basic income you get is going to be determined off of what? Since you have opted out to not work, how is your universal basic income of payment allowance? How much is it going to be? How's it going to be determined? If you don't work, if you don't have a job, if you have opted out of working to provide a living for yourself financially, how is your level of universal basic income going to be determined? Y'all need to start thinking about this type shit. And I'm telling you, it's going to be determined off of your social engineering, social media presence, or lack thereof. Like I asked the question earlier, none of y'all answered it. Are y'all afraid of answering it? What would your social credit score be on a scale of 1 to 10 if what you were allowed to do, where you allowed to live, how much you allowed to earn, where you allowed to work, is all determined off of how you are perceived by each other of us, all the rest of us globally, based off of your social media presence, what you say and post online. What y'all think y'all's credit score would be? Put a number 11 in the chat if you think you would have a passing social credit score. But I know I wouldn't. I would be persona non grata. Like most of y'all who tap in with me would be too. So that's something I want y'all to start thinking about, man. I want y'all to really start contemplating this stuff because this is the times we're coming into. Social credit systems, assigned housing, assigned employment, universal basic income, UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability. I've been telling y'all about this stuff, man, and I'm not stopping. Right? This is why I'm heavily shadow banned and heavily ghost banned. They don't want nobody hearing this shit from a guy like me who can relate to most of y'all, all of y'all down there, especially all of y'all who look like me, come from where I come from. My city, Columbus, Ohio, ain't no different than where y'all from. Like I say, with the regional cultural differences, but we all grew up in the same shit. They sell crack where I live at, coke, heroin, gangs, and all that, just like where y'all from. What's the difference, really? Right? And that's what I'll be on with y'all over here. This is why I talk about the stuff I talk about. Man, I don't care about numbers and likes and views or none of that shit. This is why I stress how it's important for y'all to support guys like me. Because the times we coming into, the systems we coming into, it's going to be very unpopular to speak in the way that I'm speaking right now. It's already like that right now. Very unpopular, damn near illegal. And this is why y'all should be supporting financially content creators like myself. I'm willing to put it all on the line. Show my face, cam up. Let y'all see who I am talking this shit. This is why y'all should be supporting financially, man. We about to get up out of here, man. Appreciate everybody tapping in. It's a beautiful thing, man. Listen, man, I don't trust Elon Musk at all. I do not trust Elon Musk at all. I know who Elon Musk is. I know more so who he is not. We're about to get up out of here, y'all, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Share on your social engineering. Do y'all research on this stuff, man. Go look into this stuff. Inform yourself. Do your due diligence. Do your knowledge. Do your homework. Do the math. Do the science. Right? UN Agenda 2030. I got something special coming up with y'all with this updates on the UN Agenda 2030 and the 17 Sustainable Goals. Go look at my content, man. Go look at the host. I broke out of the whole series where I broke down individually every sustainable goal, 1 through 17. Go to Netflix. Go watch Black Mirror. Watch episodes Nosedive and 15 Million Merits. Pay attention to these companies like OpenAI, Boston Dynamics, Tesla, Clone Robotics. Go look into all these companies doing all this research and development in humanoid robots. Look at Elon Musk with Neuralink and Starlink, human brain computer interfacing. D-Wave computing, man. Go look into that stuff, man. I'm not telling y'all no bull, man. This is really what's happening. This is going on. This is what we're being distracted from. You need smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share your social engineering. We're about to get up out of here, man. ENA every day, all day, no days off. Got some more content coming for y'all tomorrow. I talked to my pops, man. Me and pops about to get the Sunday, Spiritual Root Sundays back popping too. You did. I said me and my pops about to get the Spiritual Root Sundays back popping, man. You did. He hit me up the other day and said, son, it's time to get back to it. So you already know what it is, man. Like I said, y'all smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share social engineering. About to get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all, all the support. You know, everybody who tap in with me, XL Pro, OG, Dan Patrick, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else in the Clitter House watching with your looking ass. Smash that like button at least, man. Support Black male media, support Black male content creators, man. We need y'all financial support, man. It's important. You already know what it is, man. Have a good weekend, man. Might tap in later on the night. Definitely tapping in tomorrow for sure. It's going to be a surprise, though. Y'all have a good evening, man.
Sir. What question is? In your hat.
Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on all of our black kings. All black everything, we got black tea. All black coffee, man, I don't add green. North give you all you need, no more caffeine. Close down the whole set, no more casting. Remove targets off our back like a black team. We keep growing up the game like a black team. The girl got a problem with me, then get at me. I'm tired to a bumper, now you got a drag queen. You can't stop me, you old as jalopy. This is past me, and I got it photocopied. Caught him on film, flow, tracks and sloppy. Trying to attack me, you a carbon copy. I see the heat like 10 mini blocks, and I charge for a hook, put me in a penalty box. Man, I'm killing the ops while I look at my watch. All hands on deck like the time on the clock. Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black
Keep
thing.
my grass cut low to catch a glimpse of the snakes. Devilish serpents with purpose to steal your cake. Smiling in your face while they got their eyes on your safe. Yeah. Boy, that hatred, man, they make you do some foul things. Switch up on your niggas like the numbers when the Dow change. When I'm a familiar, still a grind like a broke. Take it for granted, should be gone in the proof of smoke. Better put your plan in action, niggas get to use the whole. Formulated the plan, calculated the steps. 2020, my vision, see my way to the check. Only way is up, I made my way to the steps. Let's go. Look, only way to move is building kingdom shit. Niggas won't make a move, want you to bring them shit. But God bless the child that can hold his own. They want to give you numbers in a cell like a mobile phone. But fuck a cop any wicked, you this was just fuck. Cause niggas on the edge, there for you to push. Bullets loaded tight up in that magazine. Bring a nightmare to American dreams.
Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black kings.